Hi guys, this is the answers video for the try then check problems for lesson 6.5. So we've got two word problems here with bearings. Okay, Ollie the Explorer is searching for the Isle of Mice. He heard that Island B is 525 miles north of Island A. Okay, so I've got Island A already on the map here. So Island B is north. So let's get Island B on the map. So straight north from Island A, here could be Island B. Okay, and then the Isle of Mice is due east of Island B. So if I'm at Island B, I want to go due east, and this could be our Isle of Mice. Okay, so now we've got a little triangle going on our map, which is nice because then we can use trigonometry, right? Okay, so once we have our map set, we want to start labeling some sides and angles, and then we can solve. So let's go through this again. Island B is 525 miles north of Island A. Okay, so let's put that on the map. Island A to B is here, and that's 525 miles. Okay, and then the Isle of Mice is 784 miles east of B. So from B to M, that would be 784. All right, and then here's our question. What bearing should Ollie sail at to get to the Isle of Mice? So remember, a bearing is an angle, so we're going to give this the variable theta, and it's that angle from north. So I'm at north, I'm going clockwise to my sailing trajectory, so this angle is our bearing. There's theta. Okay, so we've got our map, we have our sides labeled. Now we're just in lesson 6.3 solving for a missing angle. So let's set up our problem. What do we have and what can we use? Okay, so for theta, it looks like we have the opposite side and the adjacent side. All right, so think to yourself, what trig ratio has opposite and adjacent in it? And hopefully we come up with tangent, which is opposite divided by adjacent, right? Okay, so once we know that, we can write our equation. Okay, so the equation is going to be tangent of theta equals the opposite side, which is 784, divided by the adjacent side, which is 525. My throat is scratchy. Okay, and then we need to get theta by itself, so we have to get rid of tangent, and to do that we use the inverse, right? So I'm going to do tangent inverse to both sides of this equation. I'm just getting the purple, I'll fill in the pink in a second. Okay, 784 over 525 tan theta. Okay, so I just did the inverse tangent to both sides, and this is helpful because on the left side, that tangent inverse and tangent cancel each other out, leaving only theta over there. So now on the left, I have theta by itself, and I just need to put this expression on the right into my calculator. So remember, to do that, we're going to put the fraction in first. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 784 divided by 525, hit enter. Leave that decimal there, hit second if you need to, and then the tangent inverse button. And then I get my answer, which is 56.192. And since that 2 is less than 5, I leave the 9 the same when I'm rounding. So I get 56.19, It's an angle, so my units are degrees. And there is Ollie's bearing. So he can go find the Isle of Mice. He's very excited. Okay, I know that was a little bit silly, but maybe it made you smile. Okay, second question. We have Tyler M. His cat had kittens, and some of his friends are going to adopt them. Okay, so here's our map. We've got Tyler already on the map, and then we're told Raymond lives exactly south of Tyler. So let's put Raymond on the map exactly south. So that could be Raymond. And Kylie lives exactly east of Raymond. So from Raymond, we go straight east, and we get Kylie somewhere over here. Okay, now we've got our triangle, which is good because that means we can use trigonometry. Okay, and now let's start labeling the sides. So we're going to read on and start putting some blanks on the map. So Tyler first drives 6.3 miles to Kylie's. Okay, so from Tyler to Kylie is 6.3 miles. Tyler to Kylie is that blue side, and that's 6.3. Okay, keep reading. At a 164-degree bearing. So that's the angle he's driving at, and remember that's the angle from north, so we're north here, clockwise down to where Tyler's driving. So this angle is the 164. Okay, here's our question. How far from Kylie's to Raymond's? Okay, and that's a side this time, so let's use the variable x for that. Kylie to Raymond, that's this bottom side on our map, so that's where x is going to be. Okay, so we're almost ready to start solving. The only thing is that our 164 is currently outside of our triangle, and we would like one of these angles inside our triangle to use the trigonometry. So hopefully you remember from yesterday that we can use a special relationship here called the linear pair to get this angle. So think quick to yourself, what do linear pairs add up to? And hopefully we got 180. So 164 plus this missing angle is 180. So that would make the missing angle 16 degrees. 180 minus 164. Okay, now we're just in 6.2 land, solving for a missing side. So for our setup, we want to know which side do we have. The side that we have is the blue, 6.3, so that's our hypotenuse. Which side do we want? Okay, that's yellow, x, and for 16, that is the opposite. Okay, and so then which trig ratio should we use? Which one uses opposite and hypotenuse? And hopefully we come up with sine, because sine is the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Okay, so we've got our setup. Let's write our equation. So sine of our angle 16 is going to equal the opposite side, which is x, over the hypotenuse, which is 6.3. Okay, so now let's turn sine of 16 into a number using our calculators. So punch in 16 and then hit the sine button. Make sure you just have regular sine. And we get 0.275. Since that third decimal is a 5, we're going to bump the 7 up when we round to 0.28. Okay, so 0.28 is x over 6.3. Now all I'm trying to do is get x by itself over here, so I need to get rid of 6.3. So I'm going to multiply by 6.3 on both sides. Okay, on the right-hand side, those 6.3's cancel, leaving only x. And then on the left, I just need to multiply these two together. So 6.3 times 0.28, 1.764. So we could round this off to 1.76. I think I will do that. Or since it's just 3 decimals, you could just leave it. Okay. There we go. Hopefully this helped you understand the try then check problems, and I hope you guys have a great day.